Welcome once again to Show Me What You Got, your favorite local homegrown basketball show that brings to you local homegrown talents wherever they are. Today, another exciting and interesting edition of the program, and joining me in the studio is none other than Mr. Cairo Anwar, who is the Executive Director of MVP Marketing. Welcome to the program, Mr. Cairo.
Thank you.
And alongside him, joining him on the program is Mr. Loy Sing Long, who is the Sunjin head coach, who just won the Gatorade High School Basketball Competition, and he is also the Kuala Lumpur Basketball Association Secretary General. Welcome to the program, Mr. Loy.
Nice to meet you.
Awesome. Gatorade Basketball Competition, Mr. Cairo. What is the Gatorade High School Competition about?
First, when we initiate the tournament, we start by invitation. In 2002, it's already 7 years already. We invite 10 school teams to take part in the tournament. Then after the second year, we get a lot of requests from other schools. They are interested to participate. So from there, we open to every school, whoever interested to take part in the tournament. So now in 2016, this year we have 42 teams participated already.
And next year, this is coming up. How many more teams are you expecting to have?
We open to, we don't have any limit.
Oh, okay.
For as long as any schools interested to join the tournament, we open for the schools.
And it's interesting to know, how did this idea come about to have this huge basketball competition for high school?
In our Malaysian basketball scene, that we can see that they have a lot of schools tournament, but very short tournament, like a 2-3 days tournament, then they finish the tournament already. So we thought of, by doing a league, they have more time to play. So from there they learn a lot, because it's a weekly game. So every weekends they play the games, and they have ample time a week for them to practice, to improvise for the next game.
That's incredible.
So that's how the team improvise.
Yeah.
That's how the players improve. Then we get a better game, better players every time.
I agree with you, Mr. Cairo. But how long does this league run for?
It's about 3 months.
Oh, awesome. And Mr. Lloyd, I'm sure you're so excited now about winning the championship for the 7th edition. It's been on for 7 years.
Right.
Is this your first edition coaching the team?
I think to take part on the league, I think this year is the second year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, second year. And the boys, in fact, is the first year.
Oh, wow.
Well, like what Cairo said, this is a league. It lasts for 3 months. And for the skill competitions, we have only last for about 5 to 6 days. And the competitions, the championship, we call it championship, is going to be over.
Yeah.
So it's a 3 months tournament. So every month, players will keep on practicing. They just keep on improving.
That's true. I think it's really healthy for the kids and for the youth
It's
to grow.
quite good in terms of development.
Yeah,
I will say
absolutely. I agree with you.
Yeah, so that's a totally different style of play. Yeah.
And I'm sure you're excited for being the
Oh,
champion of the men and the boys and girls teams.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Some of the history, the background in the Sunjin High School. I started coaching in the Sunjin High School back in 16 years ago. I started in the year of 2000, and we have a system in the school. So the system has been created to the student from the batch of the 13 years old, and they've been promoting up to the age of 18. So this batch of players have been keep on playing together, and so last year, right, we have 4 categories. In fact, we have 6 categories in this KL region. We have under 15, we have under 18, and we have under 16. And this whole batch of players, no matter it's a boy or girls, they are able to emerge as the champions in the KL region.
Awesome.
So these players be maintained, and we take part in the league, and we're able to beat, I think it's SMK, this BU3.
Oh.
And both boys and girls, they won the championship. And, and it's more credit to the school basketball development system who create good players.
That's right.
Yeah, there's things happening now.
I've heard a lot about BU3. I mean, for you guys to beat those guys, man, that must have been a huge feat for you.
Well, it's not easy. for example, last year the champion is BU3, and this year is Sunjin High School for both boys and girls.
Awesome.
So there's great competition between two teams. In fact, both teams is good. Both are good, and just that the game performance during the finals have promoted who's going to be the champion in the final day.
Awesome. I'm sure the Malaysian basketball scene needs more people like you who can groom the young kids. I personally never liked coaching until I accidentally stumbled into coaching with some kids, and I just loved it. Right. But for you, what exactly got you into coaching? What made you say, I want to start coaching kids?
I think I was previously refereeing in Malaysia, and be involved in all sorts of basketball activities. And I graduated from United Kingdom. When I came back, the first who brought me in to do coaching is my mentor, is Coach Lee Pok Loy. He brought me in to do the coaching in the Sunjin High School. And from there, I've been keen on this opportunity, and I've been coaching for the past 16 years, no matter in the school and also in the state level.
Oh, okay.
And have an opportunity to go overseas, but only 1 to 2 times with the time restraint. So it's just more on the skill development at the moment.
That's right. Mr. Cairo, I'm interested to know, this is a huge competition. It's big, having 42 teams. Definitely it's not easy to run over 3 months. How do you pull this off?
Okay, we have support from the state association, the referee, the technical part, all from the state association, and then we have a set of crew who run the tournament for the whole 3 months, and then of course from our sponsors Gatorade, who really support us in initiating the tournament.
Awesome. And they're still on for the next edition?
Yes,
or?
It's going to be bigger.
Awesome.
Maybe we're going to have a more exciting side event, like the All-Star Games, the shooting competition, skills competitions.
You're making me want to go back to high school now.
That's right.
That's awesome. But see, the question I have is, this is all these marvelous things you're doing for high school kids. I mean, is it just for high school kids? When they finish high school and move on to college or university, do you have any program for basketball at that level?
Yes, we do have, because some of the players, they are very good, and some of the colleges even ask us if we have any players that we can recommend to them to be their students and also play for their colleges.
Mr. Loy, I'm curious to know, next year you're coming back on. Are you expecting to defend your title?
Wow, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, for both boys and girls.
What's the recipe? What are you coming with? What's the secret weapon?
I mentioned just now we have development system, and the system is keep on producing good players. Well, once in a while you might got 1 to 2 talents, but the talents cannot guarantee you with the success. So we need a system to keep on promote good players, producing good players, you know. And one thing that I am unable to coach is unable to make them go taller. You know, the height is I cannot do. I do nothing on the height, but for the skill part and game plan, there is more on what we can do as to be a part of the coaching on the team. Okay.
And what do you do? Do you just work with what you have, or do you actually go out and recruit students that can play?
Well, in some aspect, we will train what we have, and sometimes we will do some scouting as well. Yeah, like example, you know. I have plenty of coaches in the Kuala Lumpur region, and once in a while we visit some village basketball tournaments, and we're able to scout one very good talent players, and in fact she's a girl. Yeah, she was about 14 years old at that time, and she was flying, you know, all over the court. And the moment when we secure this player, and we realized actually she stayed quite far away from KL and almost to the borderline between the state of Perak and Pahang. It's inside a palm oil village. So we're able to recruit these players, and we put them. I put her on with my teams, and we train her. Now, in fact, she's the Malaysia women team top scorer and the best shooter in the state.
Wow.
In the current team.
On the national team.
National
That
team.
is incredible.
Yeah, SEA Games gold medalist last year.
That is incredible.
Yeah, so
from a remote village that no one ever goes to look for
yeah.
players. Wow.
From KL, I remember I drive all the way to the Palmer village.
Yeah.
It takes me 3.5 hours.
Wow. Oh my God, that's impressive. So what have you done after that? Do you like go out and look for more players in that same fashion, or?
Well, we scout players more on reflection and skill.
Yeah.
Sometimes not more the skill, reflection.
Yeah.
You know? And we will recruit more players if they have certain height
requirements.
well,
yes.
that is very important.
It is.
That's very
Up to the
important.
level.
So in the skill system, how we promote, bring in new kids is the first day of the first year 1 assembly, the Form 1 student at 13 years old is a year 1. So we will have a look on the assembly. The boys and the girls with a good height, we will first recommend to recruit all these players into our teams.
All right. And when you're looking for a player, you're scouting a player and you see them play, what do you look at? Do you look at talent? Do you look at attitude? What do you look at?
The first thing we'll talk about is the attitude.
Okay.
Yeah. We always believe that discipline will make school on the players, no matter in the court, on the training, or off the court behavior. That's the first thing. The second thing will more on so-called effectiveness. In terms of effectiveness is how much efforts they put in the training and to achieve with a certain criteria of the KPI standard.
Okay.
You know, like example of the layups. The layups you take how many seconds, the passing around, this and that. And the third thing it will be more on the group, the team training, you know. So that's the 3 aspects that we look at the player, how we going to fit in the team.
Interesting stuff. And Mr. Cairo, back to you. Is it just for local schools or international schools, or is it what's the selection process to get involved?
It's for any school.
Any school.
As long as it's in Malaysia.
Awesome.
If you are in Sabah or Sarawak, you want to take part also.
You can.
as long as the team have the budget to come.
Yeah. So how can they get involved? That's the question.
We promote the championship on our Facebook, our website. So with the education department. So from there they'll get the information of the tournament.
Awesome. There you've had it, you've seen it. If you want to get involved with the next Gatorade High School Basketball Competition, jump onto the MVP website or Facebook page and get involved. And let us see you slug it out in action. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to the program. Thank you, Mr. Lloyd, for coming onto the program.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Thank you, Mr.
Right.
Cairo, for coming on as long. Show me what you got it is. See you on the next edition. Thank you.